GP Start is a survival guide for general practice.
A gentle introduction into the work of a general practitioner. A good way to sort of assist with the transition from, say, hospital work or whatever work you've come from to general practice.
It's a program that allows you to complete that transition from supervised work into independent practicing, but still in a very supported environment.
The program was developed by Sturt Fleurieu in collaboration with the supervisors who helped develop the modules.
It's about being introduced properly to general practice. It's about being safe in your working environment. It's about understanding how general practice works.
And it's sort of organised through a series of 14 modules, each focusing on different sort of pertinent GP issues.
And each one of them was written by one of the supervisors, and we suggested readings that could be incorporated in clinical activities.
It really gives them a focus on how to go through that first term in general practice, because there's, I guess, large knowledge that they need to know. They get in and think, oh my goodness, I need to know all this stuff, how do I go about it?
It's good that they have some sort of firm knowledge base, something they can fall back on, but also they have some sort of tools or techniques, some mechanism they can utilise for dealing with problems.
It's really good that it's giving some structure to something as daunting as a profession where you have to know a bit about everything. So it's sort of helping you sort of say, you need to know about everything, but these are 14 topics which you really need to know about, and here's a few ways to assist the speedy sort of process.
The idea for GP Start came, I believe, from Bruce Mugford and Peter Clements. They had seen a need in training basic registrars to ensure that they have a certain basic core body of knowledge by the time they get through their 6 months. And so the idea they came up with was creating a structured program, and it's GP Start.
We needed a way of supporting the GP supervisors to deliver the information that they felt was important, to be able to monitor what the registrars were doing without impacting so severely on their ability to see patients and their ability to actually continue to run their businesses. So GP Start really evolved from a series of ideas about developing a course for basic training.
I think what we've done is recognised the individual variations amongst our registrars, and I think it's important that we all acknowledge that people learn differently and practice differently. But having done that, we've I guess come to the understanding that despite those differences, there's core knowledge people have to develop and have to build on, and that's what we've tried to do well.
It's covered a lot of core areas from paediatrics through to aged care and everything in between, and it's been a really good introduction to looking at the approach to those patients.
Very, very useful in terms of both the registrars and the supervisors, in that it's given the registrars a fairly decent knowledge base of things they need to know to start in general practice, but it's also been useful as a forum for, a platform for discussing various issues and topics that arise out of their readings.
I guess it gives them confidence to actually see a patient, have a patient walk in and think, okay, I know how to manage this. If I don't, there's something written down that might guide me through.
It's been actually helpful. And again, having said that, much of the stuff I learned at the university was helpful, but this seems to be even more relevant.
Giving that all that information at once, in a book and format. Here's a reference guide that I can go to if I don't know, and that then refers them to other textbooks, other references, and I think it's that real confidence step of, hey, I can do this.
The quality of the education they get through Sturt Fleurieu is excellent because of it. Their initiatives like GP Start and GP Advance, which other training programs don't have, really set it above a lot of the others.
The cornerstones of our program at the moment are the GP Start and Pro Start programs, on top of programs that are largely Australia-wide. So this is something new to us, unique to the program, to our program, as opposed to all the other training providers, and seems to be generating a fair bit of interest around Australia as well.
Really, the aim is to increase the skills of the registrars, and I think they're doing that very well. Without all of this extra training that they've designed for us, then I think we'd have a pretty tough time being thrown out into general practice.
The main thing is that they support us through the training, really. They try and help us become good GPs, really.